Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I am right now the host, Luka Vas Petrovic, also known as Luka's Farming Videos and More. So please give a round of applause to our family guest, Jennifer Sweeney. So, tell us a little bit about food production. That's our main topic today, is really what's food and stuff. And I thought it was kind of interesting. I make my own pesto from scratch. How do you think of it?
Your pesto is divine. It is to be jarred and sent across the country. It is fantastic. No one makes pesto like Luka.
Thank you. I gotta say, my garden is like unbelievable with stuff. And I mean,
having a bit of a laugh, are you there? Okay. We're new at this. Okay. Trying not
Basil, yeah.
Okay. We're not going to babble because we're in the Babble's corner. But
yeah, babbling hour.
okay. So on the topic of food, Luka and I share the same interests. We like to cook. We love to entertain. And in fact, we are doing that right now. We are getting ready to surprise his grandmother with a surprise birthday dinner.
Of course, why not?
Mm-hmm. So we slaved away all day with food. And it was fabulous. The
12 hours of cooking, power went out at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Little technical difficulties never hurt anybody. That's what Gordon Ramsay's made of. Just full of technical difficulties.
Yeah, you should watch Kitchen Nightmares. Mm-hmm. The nightmare to watch.
It is.
But he does do a good job rescuing and all that. But I gotta say, a huge thanks to two things going with farming and stuff. A little bit off the top, but it is the food productions.
Sorry, where does farming come in? Yes,
it's
we
the
grow
food.
the food.
Yeah, but I want to say a huge thanks to two things, FPN and Farm Focus, along with Farm Rescue for helping all the other farmers in need of getting the crops out with all the foods. And I gotta say, Farm Focus is a great website for merchandise as well, for Millennium Farmer and Larson Farms. Those are two of the main, I would say, and How Farms Work. If you can check them out on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram, I think, as well. TikTok.
Right. And without our farmers, we would have
Nothing.
So,
absolutely nothing. So, follow us on this podcast and also subscribe to my channel on Luka's Farming Videos and More.
And if you want a recipe for the best Thanksgiving spinach balls ever, stay tuned. We'll post it on the website.
Of course. Like, why not?
Yeah. You know, drop that because it is good. My balls are good.
This is really PG.
Don't let your mind go to the gutter. It's good.
Speaking of good, we had the snake up there.
What snake?
The gutter snake. Probably got blown away from the hurricane.
So we have cooked all day, and we are awaiting the arrival, and we will surprise, and then we will serve. And we put on a fabulous spread, from everything to a charcuterie to chicken piccata.
Thank you, everybody. That's much appreciated. Oh, here's more. Thank you.
Yep. So, in honor of babbling, what else do you have to add, Luka?
Well, along with this, a lovely babbling hour. So, I gotta say, with my experience with agriculture and going with farming for food, generally doing my own crops, sweet corn, it's definitely very difficult in Florida, especially with our weather. And if you guys have been checking out my channel on YouTube, you've seen the progression of the two different things when you can just change a little bit with growing it. I was absolutely shocked. Do you have anything to say, Jennifer?
I think it's amazing when you watch the process. I'm a layman to the process, and Luka has taken me through it and shown me what he's done. And between the soybeans and the corn and just the amazing things he can produce, even with this climate, it's a very fascinating field if you really get into it and have somebody who is knowledgeable of that process.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The farming I was going into is not just agricultural, but ethanol, really. Mm-hmm. That's my kind of, I guess, my heart, because I do like the way the machines work for the cattle corn, I guess you can say. but also soybeans, okay? And, the soybeans would actually go for the soybean meals, actually, and get shipped out, and then that's cash crop.
And now we were talking about ethanol, and
Yeah.
Luca was educating me on the concept of ethanol.
So believe it or not, it's your alcohol.
Right.
Not only for a lot of people know it's a common thing that's a 20% consume ethanol in your gasoline. Yes, that is true, but guess where the 80% comes from? That's
so I was
not
wondering if we radiate radiation from drinking alcohol because it's ethanol.
Right. Now, there's been a big confusion actually with ethanol and stuff. Is the corn does not produce it when you harvest the crop. It really actually goes to a plant itself. Just like the recycling company's garbage, well, not so much garbage, but the composting and stuff, it's all done in a factory. So the ethanol plant is the one that makes the alcohol, not the farm. The farm is just the worker, I guess you can say, for them. If you're partners with them and stuff, you're the one.
So they're the foundation.
Right. Okay. They grow the crop, they harvest the crop, they test these different plots to see if they can get a better yield, and then when they sell it to the plant or their grain elevator. The train takes it to the plant makes the alcohol, and then they have another train that gets shipped out, and it goes to, your gas stations and the gas and all the different companies, your liquor companies and stuff like that for all your guys' booze.
So I'm wondering, what are the effects of ethanol on the body? Do we know that answer yet? I'm just...
Well, it's alcohol. So...
Right, but...
It could mess with your brain. But also your taste buds.
Oh, kind of like a COVID thing.
You won't lose your taste necessarily, but you will have a different taste with food. There is definitely, which I've seen on Gordon Ramsay's, is there's somebody that was an alcoholic and loved drinking wine and smoked, and he had a bottle of wine last night. Gordon Ramsay didn't. He was making food. He thought it was great, and I'm not gonna say it because it's PG, but let's just say SH pound T.
Well, very good point to make. And when you cook with alcohol, it burns off.
The ethanol burns off, but the flavor stays. And that's only because the other farmers, you got to understand there's two different farmers that does this production. You got the ethanol farmers, and there's two of them. You got the one that makes your liquor. So you have farmers that does make both at the same time. They harvest corn, soybeans, and rye. That rye becomes not only just an ethanol, but it also becomes like your whiskey products and Crown Royal and stuff like that for people out there. But for something like corn, that's just your straight up vodka and gin. That's just straight up.
That's serious stuff.
That's why they call it's hard liquor. Because it's just straight up.
Right.
Not only that, but that's what goes in your car.
And then there's basil.
Well, that doesn't go into anything. That's just food production. Speaking
of food. We were debating the concept of basil to basil. And in the UK, they call it basil.
Which is fine. We're not making...
And in America, we call it basil.
But which is the proper way?
If anybody wants to chime in, what is the proper pronunciation of what I call basil? Is it basil or basil?
Or basil.
Right. So we need to know. Anybody out there wants to give us some feedback, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah. That's why not. But, and you got farmers out there too, again, with off topic, with the ethanol. You got, farmers that does the grapes. You got grape harvesters, and you got stuff, and that actually gets shipped out from the UK as well. Sometimes it gets, out countries. It's very rare in the U.S., I think, with grapes and stuff. I've seen orange trees and stuff, but that's different. But that's how you get, your flavoring for your wine and stuff.
Right.
And the beer, I don't know. That's rye, I think.
That's all barley hops notes. Yeah. And we're not there yet.
But that's your barley farmers, too.
But this is a...
And the wheat, that goes for flour and the mill and everything.
Right. And this is a podcast where... Feel free. We're here to babble, meaning discuss anything. And so it's an interactive podcast, so you can definitely reach out and let us know what questions you have or educate us in some other area. We're all good with learning and knowing and discussing. So tonight's topic is food, the process of farming and the process of cooking and the process of anything else having to do with food. So what's your favorite food, Luca?
My favorite food is really steak.
Ooh,
I'm
that's
a, I'm
a
a, I'm a
good
cow
Are
person.
you a medium well, rare, or rare?
Medium rare.
Ah, that's a good one.
Because I like it. I like the pink in the middle, like almost like reddish pink, but I like the nice gray on the outside.
Nice.
And actually, one of the recipes I want to make for Christmas is a beef Wellington. Now that's rare.
Well, that's a hard one. That's a hard one. Yeah.
But I seen Gordon Ramsay made it.
I know.
And, a lot of people
He's a
made
tough act to live up to, but yeah, he does it well.
He does. So it's really good.
I've never had beef Wellington, but I've been.
He has at his
so we should probably
restaurants.
do that together because I've never made it, and I would love
Christmas
to do
time
it.
is the perfect.
Yeah, that would be a really good moment. So maybe we'll do that.
Yeah, there's mushrooms that you shred up and it goes nice, and then you have the meat and stuff. So that's how it looks like a medium rare. Because the
Maybe
mushrooms,
we could even do that on your YouTube channel, just to kind of videotape and
yeah, like
together,
a time lapse and stuff.
Yeah, that might be fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Once again, check out my channel, Lucas Ryan Videos, and then guys for the 61 subscribers. That's a big goal. You know, personally, I mean, I say on my YouTube channel, but I mean, being on a podcast and saying it's like completely different.
I think you can get more than that because you're pretty amazing for your age and your knowledge. So, anybody out there that agrees,
We won't shoot out my age, but
well, I didn't shoot out your age, but you know, just saying, fabulously bright and full of questions. So, let's do this.
I want to get up to 200 at least.
Well, I think we can help.
That's like 20%. That's what I need.
Yep.
I need 1,000 really.
Yep.
To start making income. So 200 is like 20%. It's like the 20% in commission that they take.
And in doing something you love, talking about farming. That's awesome.
Well, not only that, but I got my piano and stuff, which is very nice. That's a different topic.
Yeah, that's a whole different,
We won't get into
we
that.
can segue to that one other night, but he's an amazing piano player.
Pianist.
And, yes, a pianist.
It's rated PG.
That wasn't me, that was Jersey. By way of Jersey, that came out. So,
Back
we
to
have
me.
dead air going on. Go ahead. Go ahead. Dead air. Just, we're taking a moment of silence to take in what we want to talk about. So, but yeah.
Well, yeah. What else? What do you think of the food and stuff production with farming and stuff? I mean,
I think it's amazing. I think it's a very big process. And actually, I have a brother who does a lot of it, grows his own food, never buys store-bought. And he...
fresh vegetables for food. I mean, it's the best.
He doesn't have to go to the grocery store. And it is the most amazing... and there's so many ways to do it. And he comes out with these... You know, every year they do this contest for like the largest zucchini and the largest eggplant. And he always wins because they're gigantic. And
they're fresh.
But they're also fresh, amazing, no pesticides, no anything.
No GMO.
So food allergies be gone because you're having something from, you know, that's grown without any kind of chemicals or drama.
Well, we're back. But, so pretty much we have a lot of content going on and stuff, you know.
We have a lot of topics.
Where
the great part about this podcast is we don't just stick to one topic. We are open to many, and we'll discuss them as they come and see what point of view comes out, and you know, and get feedback from you guys to see where you stand. But you know, shed a little light on things, and happy and light, not something deep and dark, because we're not all about that.
No,
So
we want more of a positive feedback.
Right. That's right.
Follow us on this podcast. I'm very interested to see how many people get on here. I think we can hit over 1,000 followers.
I think we can just, you know, reach out to people who hear us and know that we're here, and we can know we're willing to listen, and let's talk about good stuff. Leo, holiday season. Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. And let's take that food venue right through Christmas. You know, a little bit Wellington, a little bit roasted veggies, and all kinds of fabulous things.
Yeah. Well, I guess they'll have to find out what's happening next on this amazing thing. Thank you, guys.